And I'm always in the party for some reason. Oh, there won't even be anybody in the party and I'll still be in it. Because, I mean, why not? Just before it ends. Hear how winter armor pacing around, of course. When I started going to school, it was a Catholic school, and I came from a public school, but my grades were so horrendous. They weren't even bad. The lowest grade I had was a D, for God's sake, and that was in like ELA, English Language Arts, and computers. And then I had B's in social studies and science, and I had a C in math, but I should have had a B, but she didn't give me a B for some reason, and I don't know why. And I got an A in gym, which I think that's all that matters. But so the year kind of started off interesting. Like, I haven't been in a Catholic school for quite some time, and I didn't like it, and that's why I went to public school. But my year is just fucking interesting. I mean, I'm gonna try to keep this video as short as possible, but kind of what happened is at the beginning of the year, I showed up and my mood was like, fuck everybody, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck everybody. And I wasn't the only new kid. There was a kid named Riley, which is a girl, and then there's another kid named Jack. And he was pretty chill. Jack is cool, Riley's cool. I think they were all cool. There wasn't anything really that was bad with them. Within the group of kids, other than, well, there was one kid that I wasn't really a particular fan of, but I wouldn't say I hate him. Because the entire school system's fucked, okay? All the teachers that we've had, they've always been complaining because a lot of the higher-ups, they have literally no idea what they're doing. And I literally mean that in the nicest way possible. They did not know what they were doing. Like, oh, Jesus. Fuck. But anyways, well, this is gonna be hard because I'm gonna keep losing track of where I am. Our two principals, our vice principal and our actual principal, they're all ancient, as they're old. They're old. Like, one's Carrie, the other one's Kay. I'm not gonna say their last names because I'm not an absolute asshole. I'm gonna get them exposed or anything, but Carrie, she's the vice. Kay's the actual principal. And there was a new teacher, Kelly, we'll call her. We're calling by her first names because I'm an extremely good. She was a new teacher, and what I heard, there was a teacher last year. I don't know what her first name was, but we'll just call her Wine Shell. And she was the reading teacher last year, and she was one of the one and done teachers. Like, she taught 1 year and just like, nope, I'm done. Which I completely understand, because there was this kid, I believe he was Muslim. He sounded really, 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 really cool. His name was Abraham, and one of the things about him was that he literally had balls of like steel. Like, he would do anything. Like, I was in the art room and my friend Joey came on me. He's like, yeah, Abraham, he'd stand all the way at the other end of the classroom and he'd throw scissors against that little shelf over there, and like colored pencils and whatever be knocked off. And in that classroom too, there's a door that would lead into Miss Wineshell's old room, but my Spanish teacher, Jackie, I mean, she doesn't teach me anymore, but because I'm an extremely disrespectful boy. But anywho, one of the things is there was that door, and Abraham, what he would do is he'd knock on that door to annoy Miss Wineshell, because that was Miss Wineshell's old room, which I kind of found funny. God damn it. He would just annoy her and annoy her, and Abraham got expelled. more like asked to leave, but anyways. He didn't really care because he went to school for free. Somebody paid for his tuition. I don't know who. His parents were in, or no, he wasn't Muslim. No, he wasn't Muslim. No, he was like, over where Muslim is a very popular religion, but he wasn't Muslim. I can't think of where he is though. Somebody told me, but I forgot. But anyways, he's just got balls, man. Jesus, I cannot hit this kid. Alright, take a breath. Oh, this is fucking gay. Wow, that was freaking gay. You better fix that battlefield. But there was, you know how schools have their phones? They have, well, phone things or whatever. And they're like landlines. Abraham, he used to call Miss Wineshell, and Miss Wineshell would pick up and she'd be like, hello, and Abraham would just like hang up the phone and call her again and just keep annoying her. Which I wish I was there to see that. That was fun. And another thing is with Abraham too, apparently they were in the lunchroom, and some kids are playing the penis game, and they just scream penis, because I was a absolute fan. And Joseph said penis, and Abraham, he supposedly went and just screamed penis. And Carrie was actually in that class too, which is funny. She wasn't in class, she was in the lunchroom, because she was supervising the lunchroom, and Abraham said that, and it was a music teacher, Anna, and Carrie in there. And they, like, the entire lunchroom just went silent. And Carrie asked, like, Abraham, what'd you say? And then the music teacher said, he said penis. Yeah, just let that sink in for a moment. He screamed it. But yeah, anyways. It's a really fucked up school. But yeah, and then one of the things is too is when I got there, I was in Spanish class, and like we were touring around the school, and as soon as I stepped in the Spanish class, I had an instant headache. Like I smelled the air and just got a headache. And I literally kid you not, that was a bad headache. And when we finally went to our Spanish class, I don't remember anything about Spanish at all. And I mean that. But he got to go to Kelly's room. What the hell? Okay, yeah, whatever. Alright, it says that it's doing its thing, so fucking which I do suck at language arts, so that would have been nice to use. But what do you do? And was super anxious, like she thought I was saying yes. Like I was actually saying yes, like I want to stay in your class, and I said yeah, no, because she talked to Jack, and Jack said that he wanted to go, and she didn't know his parents' email, so she told him to write it down, and I was like, Jack, why isn't she asking me for my parents' email? It's like, I'm supposed to be doing this. And I talked to her after class, and I was like, yeah, what's up? Like, Jackie, like, why am I not going to language arts? And I was like, because I was supposed to be able to, but I guess I wasn't. Oh well. And she was like, oh, I didn't know you wanted to go. I said I'd think about it, woman. Not that I said I was going to fucking stay in class. And I was kind of getting pissed with her at this point. Like, I just couldn't. I didn't like her. Because she's just a fucked up person. And honestly, she's... Did I use... Alright, I'll fucking complete squad wipe. I have literally no idea what that was about. What did I do good? But anyways, I keep losing. I gotta stop getting sidetracked. God damn it. This is why I'm not doing fucking YouTube. Jesus. But anywho, one of the things, like another thing is I wanted to be in Miss Peel's room, and I still wish I was in Miss Peel's room, but I'm not in Spanish anymore. Thank the Lord. Oh, that's actually kind of funny. It's kind of a stupid pun, but you know. And, God, why do I keep getting sidetracked? I'm too focused playing this stupid video game, and I'm trying to tell a stupid story. It's probably been 20 minutes now. Anywho, I was kind of getting fed up with her, you know? Like, I was just like, yeah, whatever. And I've heard horror stories about her, saying, like, along the lines of, like, okay, I can't remember, whatever. My friend's sister was in that class, and she wasn't acting herself, I guess, and Jackie, the Spanish teacher, had to ask that question that really shouldn't be asked when you're a teacher, and that's, are you taking medications? Like, when a teacher asks you that, it's kind of alarming, like a child predator alarming. Like, are you taking medications? Are you feeling okay? It's like, why would I tell you if I'm taking medications? You'd be the last person to tell. Are you my doctor? No, fuck off. But another thing is my friend was in that class too, the one with his sister, you know, and he didn't know Spanish. He didn't. He was stupid. And when he was in that class, he wouldn't really do anything. He got a participation grade, and it wasn't even that good, to be honest, participation. But Miss Crown, she knew I didn't know any Spanish, but she threw me in with everybody else's grade level, like Spanish, and yeah, yeah. God damn it. And, okay, and she gave us these things called Minuto Locos, and it was basically like, guess the Spanish. I don't even know what it is. I can't even, yeah, I don't really know, but holy God, how did I not die?
More ammo needed.
I don't need fucking ammo, I need medic. But I was getting pissed off with her because she knows I don't know any Spanish whatsoever, but she's giving me this stuff other kids are doing. I've taken Spanish for 8 years. I mean, I am in 8th grade, I will tell you that. And like, I wouldn't do them right, and we're supposed to correct them and whatever, and I get every single one of them wrong, and it's like, wow, big shocker, shithead. I get all of them wrong, because I haven't taken Spanish in 4 years. At least 4 grade levels. Even longer than that for actual years. The last time I took Spanish was in 4th grade, and that was for only half of 4th grade, because that's when I switched schools. But, like, I just didn't really have respect for this woman, and yeah, she's stupid as hell. I pissed her off somehow. I don't remember exactly how, but all I remember is that I had to come in for detention. But what I remember is she showed up the first time. So, I mean, if you use your clues and you're pretty smart, you realize that she never showed up the second time. But she just wanted me to come in, or no. I got those little Minuto Loco things I missed. Like, I didn't complete them. Like, you're supposed to correct them and turn them in the next day. I didn't do that, and I got a detention, and one of the things is, too, is I got a detention, and she's like, okay, I can either email your parents because I did not want that to happen. Like, I'm like scared. Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. Scared. Hello, boy. Oh well, that's stupid. I just slash him across the face with a hatchet, and he does half damage. Whatever. But yeah, she had me come in. She gave me the choice that I was either gonna take two days of detention, or and then there was something else. I don't remember what it was. Oh god, I have fucking horrible memory. This was a long time ago. Just bear with me. I'm pretty sure most of you guys have left already, but if you're bored enough, you're probably either sleeping right now. But anywho, I'll see if I can try to shorten this video when I edit it. I came in for the first day, and she was there. She taught me some Spanish and whatever, like the Spanish that was on the Minuto Locos, and she was like, "Oh my god, you're such a great learner," and whatever. And I was like, "Yeah, thanks, whatever. Yeah, thanks, you're cool." And I came in for the second day, and that day I saw her in the morning. And keep in mind, she already knew this by that previous night, but she didn't know early enough to tell me when I actually showed up, when I showed up the first time. And I came in after school, and like she wasn't there, and I was like, "Oh yeah, what up, office lady? Where's fucking Jackie?" And she's like, "Oh, I have no clue, let me text her." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, go ahead," and whatever. And she got a text back saying, "Oh, my bad, I forgot to tell Ryan that he didn't have to show up today, because there was me and another kid too that were coming, and we both had to get picked up." I was like, "Wow, that's a complete waste of my time. Thanks for that waste of time, but you know, what do you do? Too late now." And she fucking she gave me a box of Mike and Ike's, and I forgot to pick them up because it was either a half day or it wasn't, but I was going to my friend's house after school, so I forgot to pick them up. But I actually did plan on picking them up. I just forgot, and she got all pissy at me about it because she thought like I hated her, which I did, but not as much at that time. And what it was, like, yeah, she just kind of got pissed at me. And I think the next thing that happened was she decided she gave up on Spanish for me, and I just read my book, and I didn't really like her at this point. And yeah, I just read my book, did whatever, just ignored her. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, Ryan, since you're too stupid to learn Spanish, I'm just gonna have you work on this history book that I stole from another school." Not saying that she actually stole it, but but it was a history book about the Americas, and like I had to learn about the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Mayas. And what she did is she gave me like 4 sheets for the Maya, and they had to be written in complete sentences and whatever, and I just told her to, and I just decided fuck that and did my own thing. And she came back, and when I came back the next day, she was pissy at me, and she's like, "I told you to write in complete sentences." I was like, okay, whatever. And she was like, she had me redo the entire 4 sheets and put them in the complete sentences, and then she had me move on to the Aztecs and the Incas, and it was another 4 sheets, and I got yelled at because I didn't put them in complete sentences. And she actually, yeah, when it was time for the test, it was a big 50 question test, and it was stupid. It was fucking stupid. And it was supposed to have complete sentences too, and I never did that. And I got 90% of them wrong. And so what she did is she had me go through that entire book, and like the Aztecs, the Incas, and the Mayas was over like 20 pages combined, and I had to find the answer to the question that was on the test in the book, and I had to write down that sentence that said that, and I was like, no, fuck you, and it was just stupid and whatever. And I think even before that, like, I was getting really pissy with her, and she called me over to her desk, and I was like, Jesus Christ, what do you want now? And she's like, are you feeling okay? And I'm just kind of like, yeah, I'm feeling fine and whatever. Because when she yells at kids, she smiles, and she just kind of like dances a little bit and whatever. And it's pretty freaking creepy. It's creepy. Trust me, it's pretty freaking creepy. And the fucking thing is too is she fucking got me another detention for it because I mocked her. Like, she asked me, was like, are you feeling okay? And I was like, yeah, like, I'm fucking feeling okay. Piss off, you ugly hoe. And I smiled at her, like that creepy smile, like she always does, and she does like a little dancing, like if you know like that Fortnite hot Marat, I basically did that to her. And as soon as I left the classroom and closed the door, she asked one of the kids if I was doing that to be funny or just to be an ass, and of course, fucking Tommy, the fucking teacher's pet. I mean, I do give it to him because he was being truthful and whatever. Like, I'm not gonna be pissed at him for something that small. I don't like him, but I don't think it was that big of a deal to me. And like, I get my drink of water and I'm coming back, and I just about touch the door handle, and she just flies open. That door just flies open, and she's on. And she's like, "What was this for?" And she does a hot Marat, and I'm like, I was so confused. Like, I was super tired that day, and and I was like, I don't know. She's like, "Are you just trying to be a jerk to me or whatever?" Like, I don't remember it all. Don't expect me to remember it all. That was a while ago. And one of the things is too is she freaks out at me, and she's like, "You're getting detention." And I'm like, "Yeah, okay, whatever." And I tell my mom. My mom's like, "Okay, as long as it doesn't happen again." And I show up the first day, and she isn't there because apparently she went home sick and never told me. And I was just like, wow, okay, you didn't show up. And she comes back the next day, and she's like, Ryan, I'm sorry that I wasn't there, but you never, ever should do that again. And I'm like, why are you being pissy at me when you didn't show up, when you set the fucking date and told me that you were gonna be there, and I even showed up, and you weren't there. So I ended up reading some World War II book from The Office, which I do not regret because that was a good book, by myself in the office with the office lady because you didn't want to show up to an own date that you set. Jesus. But I'm like, okay, whatever, whatever woman, you're being pissy with me, I'm gonna be pissy with you. And when I was working on that Aztec Inca and Maya stuff, what happened is I was like fucking pissed off with her, like super pissed, and like pissed to like I was like scratching at my face, and I was like pulling at my hair, like I just couldn't take it anymore. This woman's a fucking psycho. She's fucking upside down backwards about everything, and I hated her so much I literally would do that. And what the hell? Whatever. And she decided, she's like, okay, I'm gonna send you down to the office for 10 minutes to relax. And she's like, take your stuff so you can work on it. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I was so happy to go down to the office. And I come back the next day, and she's like, okay, Ryan, what's your problem? And she's like, I was like, I'm not telling you. She's like, I promise I won't be mad. I promise I won't be mad. I'm like, I'm not gonna tell you. And she's like, what's the problem? Is it me or is it the classroom? Because her classroom and Spanish stuff. There's one American flag, and there's like 20 Mexican flags all over the place. And there's like, Bible quotes in Spanish, maybe. I don't know. I don't know Spanish. And I was like, it's you, because I didn't want to set off any triggers, because she's kind of detention happy, but she likes to not show up for them, because last year my friend Joey got a detention from her, but she never showed up either. Big whopping surprise, am I right? I mean, I guess some teachers aren't as dedicated as the others, but she gave me 4, and she only showed up for 1 of them. And she just said, you know what? Because I said, oh god, why do I keep venturing off? God damn it. This is gonna be such a snooze fest of a YouTube video. I'm just gonna restart it. How far am I into this stupid video? What should tell me how long I've been into this? It's gotta be about. Stop broadcast.